Google.
No, why do I do this? I'm not a professional. You guys.
We muted it right now.
Oh man, I'm so
That's
sorry.
why I'm here.
Oh man, I'm so sorry. I'm not a professional.
I'm the professional. I'm actor Chris Carr, aka Chris Carr. And this...
I'm Whitney Van Littingham at Whitney Puppy.
To get all the up-to-date information on what we're going to be doing on our live shows, definitely be following at Nerdwire HQ. That way you know exactly what we're going to be talking about each Monday, and you can message us and let us know exactly what you want to talk about, because you guys should be driving this ship, not us.
We're really bad.
Yeah.
Listen, our names are Carr and Van.
Yeah.
What do we know about driving?
We don't.
Absolutely nothing.
100%.
Also, that is Nerdwire HQ on Twitter and on Instagram, but the one that we will respond to is the Twitter.
Absolutely.
Because DMs on Instagram are only dick pics. Who are we kidding ourselves?
Yeah.
That's not
I can only see so many eggplants.
I can only see so many eggplants out of their emoji state before I say, just tweet us.
Yeah.
And Nerdwire HQ, I didn't know this, Chris. Did you know that Nerdwire HQ has only 600 followers? That is so much less than both of us.
No!
And so much less than your dad.
That's so much less than my
Chris's
dad.
dad has a lot of followers
My
on Twitter.
dad is Twitter famous.
He's like a weird lawyer from
He's a
Houston,
weird famous lawyer.
and it's cool. I don't mean that he's like weird. I think it's weird.
No, it's
that
just
he's
weird
a
that
lawyer.
people are trying to get at him via the twits.
Yup.
Yeah.
Twittin' twattin'. Anyways, so Twitter is where we will respond the most.
Absolutely.
That's where we can have conversations that last at least 240 characters. And what a 240 characters it will be, Chris.
They sure will be, Cotton. That's how this totally felt. Where it was like, we're just doing sportscasting for ESPN, the Ocho.
Yes, waifu Pennywise. That is a horrifying name. We are actually reading the chat. Okay. What do you think this is, Amateur
Waifu
Hour?
Pennywise. That's a
my
crazy
God.
name.
Raven Studios, $1.99. Are we on sale today? Are we on sale?
Raven, thank you so
Thank
much.
you, Raven.
We
That
saw
is
your
so
earlier
sweet.
comment too about how you miss the days of YouTube not, censoring people as much and not, penalizing people for swearing. And boy, howdy, do we agree with you. So we're going to try our best to Sesame Street our words today, but you know what we mean in our hearts.
You know what we're thinking.
Exactly.
You think what we know. You know
Exactly.
What we
You
think.
know what we mean.
Yeah.
Hey Metro Man,
what's
up?
up? Barbecue Network, who should play Colonel Mustard in the Clue movie? We already have a Clue movie, and it's perfect the way it is!
Exactly. I don't see the need to have a new Clue movie. Do you?
Dude, on our last stream, I think that we both confessed out loud to each other, at least for the first time, that our favorite movie is Clue.
100%.
That's like what made both of us want to be actors.
Yeah.
Like, Chris told me that first, just to clarify. Her intellectual property and my intellectual property, the lines often blur, but there is a difference. And Chris said it first, but I think we realized last week that, like, Clue's the best movie.
Maddie Kahn, she
Flames.
changed her
Flames on the side
of my face. It was good stuff. So I don't care who's the next Colonel Mustard. I really, so Barbecue, the thing is, this movie hasn't been talked about since May. Since the Fox merger, basically. And we haven't heard any updates on it. So your guess is as good as mine, or as good as Whitney's, or as good as Brett's about what's happening with the film.
Yeah.
Obviously, Ryan Reynolds is a very bankable actor, and I'm sure people want to do more movies, especially movies that he's passionate about and producing. That being said,
Ryan Reynolds can do whatever he wants.
Yeah,
he was in a Taylor Swift video this year. If that
doing that Norman Rockwell painting nonsense, I liked that.
Dude, it was great, but he can do whatever. Oh, Cameron Hayek. Oh, thank you.
Super Nerd sponsor Cameron.
Show us the secret Pikachu clip. What's that?
Is that porn?
Is that porn, Cameron? Cameron, please clarify.
Cameron.
No,
tell us what the secret Pikachu clip is. There was that really cute one.
It's what's holding Pikachu up.
It's what holding. Oh.
Oh, the secret
I thought you meant footage.
Oh, I thought you meant footage.
I'm sorry.
Okay, we thought it was
I took
porn.
it to a dirty place. I'll hold him. We got a little clamp there.
This is what holds up Pikachu. Feed me, Seymour.
Fun fact.
I'm hungry, Seymour.
This is really weird. So these clamps hold everything in production. They will hold lights, Pikachus, clothing. That's my favorite when you go on set and they clamp all the clothes to you.
Where they're just like, hey, you need this to be
That's why clothes always
Second.
look different on the internet.
They really do. They look real different on
Read
the
those
internet.
reviews, you
Read
guys.
the reviews. We actually bought a pair of pants the other week because they had the worst reviews. And all of the reviews said, we hate these pants. They feel like pajamas.
And that's why we bought them.
So we quickly purchased them because we were like, wait, why would that be bad?
Raven Studios hitting us up again.
$4.99. What is with these bargain basement sale prices? I love them. I love
I love the
discounts.
99. The
I
99
love
makes me
this.
happy.
This is perfect. 99.
We have the same name. I so agree. Secret Pikachu clip. Yes, yes, yes. Very, very cool. Ooh, Whitney's looking sexy today. Yes, she is. But also, could you please appreciate her for her mind?
No, okay. That's all well and good, and I love that. And yes, you have to do that.
Yeah.
Chris, on the other hand, showed up at lunch, and she just goes, okay, I don't care what's happening. You look so hot today. And I was like,
Yeah.
thank you, Chris. I appreciate
We have
that.
a very established relationship where I
Listen.
get to objectify you.
And she's the only one.
I've earned
because,
the right.
Listen, we're basically married.
Pretty much.
I'm a clone of her husband anyways.
Yeah.
And so, like,
Yeah.
we have that relationship. You don't.
But thank
But
you.
thank you. It really means a lot.
We're just hanging out for a while with you guys in chat before more people come in, before we dive into talking about the boys. We do want to do a little bit of housekeeping before we start.
Housekeeping.
Yeah. So next week, we are moving to 3 p.m. Pacific Standard Time.
Yeah, so 3 p.m. PST, 6 p.m. EST.
Yes.
And shit, Lauren, I'm so sorry. I always forget. Is it 8 hours ahead in England?
I'm
Because
so
Lauren
dumb.
and then my cousin Peter both
Yeah.
want to know always. I think it's 8 hours ahead. So I'm so bad at math. Whatever 3 p.m. plus 8 is.
Yeah.
So that's
You can put it into
3
your
plus 8
iPhone.
is 12, right? So that's midnight UK.
Yeah.
So midnight in the UK.
So a little earlier for
Yeah.
you.
A little
Also,
bit earlier.
Lauren, we definitely have all of your stuff changed on your Super Nerd status, so don't even
Lauren,
worry about
we
that,
just
babe.
want to let you know that like we have your last name, we have
Yeah.
everything. If that hasn't been clear on Twitter and Instagram, like if just so that you know, we know, we're aware, we see you.
Oh, also, before I talked about some of these things in the chat, because I love some of these questions, also next week, we're going to be talking about She-Ra, the next season of She-Ra, which I love.
Dude, so excited for it.
Super into it. I think it's such a fun show. I know some
excited.
people disagree, but I like it more than the OG. But this is my favorite thing that I've seen so far is Metro Man saying, Chris and Whitney, how long have you guys been friends?
Haha, that's such a fun story.
Yeah.
Dude, we met through Nerdwire.
Yep.
This is how we became friends. They forced us. But then really
Yeah.
what happened was, so Chris and I, the first few months that we worked together, we had complete opposite shooting schedules. So we never actually got to talk or hang out or do anything. And the only thing that Chris knew about me was that every time I saw her, I'd be like, God, your outfit's amazing. You look beautiful. You are
was
so
really
funny.
nice.
Oh my God, I just started following you on Twitter and your jokes kill me. Can I be your friend? And like that's like what would happen when I saw her. And then literally the first thing that happened when she saw me, she brought me a present. And presents are my favorite thing. That's like my love language. And so Chris brought me a bottle of alcohol from limoncello from Italy when she went to Italy with her husband and her family, now husband at the time fiance. And so it was, we loved each other immediately. But because our schedules were so opposite, we literally never got to hang out until we got Nerdwire News. And when Nerdwire News happened, we found out that we were going to work together every single
Every day.
morning at 5 a.m.
Yeah.
So the weekend before, we decided, hey man, let's just go out, get some drinks, have some hangs, and like get to know each other before we have to start spending every single 5 a.m. together for the rest of the foreseeable future.
Especially because we had to establish who we are as morning people.
Yeah.
Because I'm obnoxious.
She's a Disney princess. Chris is the kind of person where when she wakes up in the morning, little birds carry her clothes to her and she stretches like this. And the deer and the rabbit laying in bed beside her also simultaneously go. And like that's like Chris's whole
Took
morning.
years of training to get those deers to do it.
Yeah.
I had to kill a couple of them, but now we've got a good
Unfortunately.
set.
But now they're all friends.
Yeah.
Yeah, and Chris is a monster. She's a nightmare and a half because sometimes you're me where I don't wake up ever.
Just ever.
What's up?
Never.
You either greet me with a whiskey
Yeah.
or you say nothing to me until I'm awake.
Yeah.
And so we had to establish who we are as morning people, but what it actually turns out is that doesn't matter who we are as morning people because we immediately best
clicked.
friends.
We became best friends right away.
So
Nerdwire brought us together.
Do you guys want to know a secret?
What?
Wait, you guys. Who wants to know a secret?
First of all, Seagull 101, thank you for that donation.
You're a mensch. 101, thank you. Okay, if you guys want to know a secret, like a really good one, then
what's a really good secret?
Then 10 people have to chime in.
Sweet.
10 people have to say we want to know the secret. Do you guys want to know a secret? Hi.
Waiting for it.
Waiting.
No way, Chris is the sweet mom of the two. Lauren. I mean, yes, I am the mom. I'm the mom of Nerdwire. But we're pretty.
Cameron Hayek. And now Nerdwire News is still thriving. Now, okay, nobody wants to know the secret, so we're not going to tell
That's
them.
okay. We can move right along.
We can move
I
on
think
to the
it's time for us to
boys.
talk about the boys. There's enough people here, and we can circle back to all the secrets at the end of the stream.
Whatever.
So what we'd like to try to do is we're going to try to do as much spoiler-free information for this first half.
Wait, hang on 1 second. I'm going to make everyone jealous really quick. I'm going to tell you what the secret is.
Oh, what is it? Yeah.
It's a good one.
It's a good
so
one.
Just saying,
It's
you guys
pretty
are
good.
missing out. Anyways.
Whitney, you know you're mic'd, right?
Oh. Yeah, they didn't hear it. It's fine.
Still probably got it.
It's fine.
So we're going to try to be spoiler-free for this first part. Now, you guys are going to be able to chime in, so you could change that up if you want. Oh, so I said your name right? I never say anyone's name right. Yes. But so we're going to try to go general review first, and then kind of field your questions, and then we'll get more into the nitty-gritty of what happened with the show.
So just in case I interrupted too many times earlier, this is going to start off spoiler-free. We'll let you know when it moves into spoiler territory. And obviously a thing that I would love to say really quick is that if you have seen the show The Boys, it is obviously very violent, very graphic. This is definitely a trigger warning for those things. We will be discussing very violent acts, assault, physical, sexual, emotional, all of the above. So we just want you guys to be aware. If any of those things bother you, do not even worry. Bow out, no judgment. You can tune back in later.
Absolutely.
For sure. And let us know on Twitter as well so that we can communicate with you guys better because that's all we want to be able to do. And if anything we say makes you uncomfortable here, just let us know. That's not what we want.
Exactly.
And trigger warning, spoiler warning, hello.
Yeah, all of our bases covered. Cool. So, to begin with, was this a good show? Was this a bad show? What'd you think, Whit?
I love the boys.
I love the boys.
I love the boys.
Oh, it is so well done. Why did you like it?
Dude, oh my gosh. So unlike Chris, Chris had done a bunch of research before this show came out. She did the video. I'm sure you guys have seen it. If you haven't, you're an asshole. Oh, sorry, am I allowed to say?
Please watch
A-hole, butthole, whatever.
You're a poopy
You're
pants.
a hole.
You're a hole.
A hole. And so, a hole is still a hole. It's funny. Okay, cool. So watch Chris's video if you haven't. But Chris did a video about this, so she knew a little bit more. I went in totally blind, which I just have to say, whenever I can go into something totally blind, I love it. Because a huge part of this job for both of us is researching something to death to the point where oftentimes we can't enjoy it as much as we would have. And so for me to go in blind to this, best experience imaginable. I had no idea what to expect. The only thing that I had heard was, if you like Watchmen, you'll like this.
Yes.
And if you like Preacher and any Seth Rogen productions,
Any of those Ennis comics.
And just him as a person, because Seth Rogen's great. But if you like those things, you'll like this. And that's the only thing I knew going into it. I was under the impression that the boys were when me and Chris's dogs all hang out, because our dogs are all boys, and so we call them the boys. We're always wonder what the boys are up to.
They're not crime fighting, I don't think.
They're not crime fighting. They're just shitting under Chris's table. Sorry, pooping under Chris's table. Sorry. Diarrheaing frequently and violently underneath Chris's table. So I had no idea what to expect. I love it so much. It was so well done. I don't know how well it adapts from the comics, so I can't comment on that. But as a television series, as what I do know that it is a comic adaptation, as something where I was only told, hey man, if you like Watchmen, yes. That was such an accurate thing for people to tell me. I really felt like the Watchmen vibes of it all, and
100%.
it's so funny. It made me laugh, cry. I told you that I was teetering on not being able to watch the next episode after one of them. We'll get to that.
Yep.
So tell me how you feel.
So as somebody who's read the comic, I think hard stance, guys, I think this is far and away one of the best comic book adaptations of all time. It absolutely is one of the best adaptations because it's that rare instance of a show being better than the source material. And here's why. So the original comic, so much is done for shock value, and that's fine. And sometimes seeing something on the page is different.
Listen, Marilyn Manson exists in us all.
Exactly.
And he has a place. And this is like a Marilyn Manson of comics.
100%.
It's the shock rock of comics.
Well, and in the same way that Watchmen so much changed the entire medium, it elevated the entire thing. It was a Times best, like, top 100 novel, not graphic novel. It was up there with other literary works. The Boys, this show, what they've done with it to elevate that original story is incredible. They've made it timely. They've made it a very pertinent story that is so intrinsically tied to so much of what's going on with us politically, with the Me Too movement, with a whole bunch of things, with celebrity, and with our superhero culture right now. And I think it's really interesting that you bring up Watchmen, because Brett and I actually talked about this. It's going to be really cool to see what the Watchmen show does now.
Oh, absolutely.
Because this was so
interested
good.
In that. Dude, this was so good. And now I can't imagine how that could even be better.
Exactly.
Okay, let's check in with the comics, because I'm totally enthralled with what you're saying, and I'm forgetting. Hold on. Okay. You're talking about The Boys? Yes, TLCAZ. We are talking about
Yes,
The
we are.
Boys.
We 100% are.
Some of The Boys comics are on Amazon for free. Don't say that. Support. It's fine. Oh, God.
Shane Skalred, you can say more interesting things or we can remove you. I'll leave it at that.
Yeah. And then, oh my God, Carl Urban is freaking so especially hot as Butcher.
Oh my gosh. Yes, Meg McCune. All help Meg. Go follow her on all of her art sites, Snipposaurus. She's incredible. She's the one who does all of the art of Whitney and I.
Oh, yeah. So that was, if you've seen Invader Wit and Sailor Chris on Instagram and Twitter, Megan is the one who did that. Dude, I'm not going to, I can't do my girl Megan dirty, so I'm not going to, embarrass her by having feelings at all. But I just want everyone to know that I had feelings. Yeah. And that's all I'm going to say.
If you want any commissions, follow her on Instagram.
Follow her. She's incredibly reasonably priced for her talent.
Oh my gosh. She's insane.
Her
and
talent
she's so talented.
Is incredible. Chris orders her Christmas cards for her whole
family
there.
I get
every
everyone
single
Christmas
year.
cards from her.
I've been trying to commission her to do one of Pugsley for about a year. And as soon as she has time, I'm going to take you up on that one, Megs.
Exactly. But back to The Boys.
Back to The Boys. Megan is great.
Megan, you guys.
Megan. Okay, no, sorry. I'm sorry.
I love that Ethan Johnson says that I like Frenchie the best. Frenchie is another thing.
Frenchie is wonderful.
Frenchie's so good in this.
And who would have thought a beauty school dropout?
Don't go back to high school. Start weaponizing nonsense.
Weaponize nonsense.
And again, so much better in this television series than in the comic. In the comic, Frenchie is a French caricature.
Yeah.
Frenchie's basically a mime who knows how to use explosives. And they gave Frenchie so much interesting stuff to work with. His whole backstory, his connection with the female, because in the comics, we just know that they're basically best friends.
Yeah.
And here we have this incredibly interesting story with the two of them connecting without even having to speak to each other. They just know about this shared experience.
And something that I genuinely loved, and tell me if you felt this way, but so many times, right? How many times have you been in the kind of relationship with somebody where you really are just friends, but all your friends tease you about it?
Yeah.
Because they know. And you don't know, but they know.
I'm glad I moved closer to you on that. What?
Tell me more.
Tell me more.
Tell me more. Did he have a car? No, but how many times does that happen in real life? So I loved those good-natured ribbing kind of jokes with that, because that just felt so realistic, and especially in a friend group, in any friend group, that is something that totally happens in real life.
Yeah.
And that's just one of those little like humanizing moments in the middle of a superhero show and in the middle of this huge superhero cultural movement that we're in the middle of.
Yeah.
Just having like dumb little human things like that like made me connect to it so much more.
And some of you in the comments right now are talking about how you viewed them as being well-written characters. I'm going to let you know, Garth Ennis made the point to make them caricatures. So if you feel like they were well-written characters, that's fine. I'm just telling you what the writer's intention was. So we can debate that till the day is done, but that's what Garth wanted. And I think everyone got a much better storyline, like Whitney was talking about, in this show, and it really made you connect with them on a very human level that we don't always see with comic books. Like, this is a really crazy, far-fetched story that had so many humane moments that make you go, oh, I get that. Even though there's so much violence, there's so much gratuitous sex and heads exploding and all kinds of things. Yeah. Which, I mean,
kind of cool,
it's fun.
Right? Super fun.
It's pretty cool.
Amazing. I guess that it's one of those things where, so something that was funny was I watched a few episodes with Brett over the weekend, and Brett kept looking at me and going, Whitney, do you actually like this show? And I kept going, yeah. Oh my God, I love it. Yes, next episode. Yes, yes, yes. But the reason why he was asking me that was because probably every 25 seconds through the like 2 or 3 episodes that we watched together on Saturday or Sunday, I just kept going, oh my God, I hate her. Oh my God, I hate that. Oh my God, I hate him. Ugh, that person is the worst. That person is the total worst. And it's like, but I loved it. And that's what's so realistic about it is that, I mean, everyone's kind of the worst.
100%. But unlike the comic, everyone here wasn't just the worst for the sake of being the worst. You know, no one's evil for the sake of evil.
And that comes back to that shock value thing.
Yeah, everyone had agency and perspective. And some of you have been writing in here. Where did I just see that? Oh my goodness. Aaron Griffin, Homelander is better from what I've read of the comics. Homelander has such a better story in this, you guys, because we learn so much more about Homelander's upbringing and creation and why he is the way he is. And I would argue too, I don't know if you know this, Stillwell, the Elizabeth Shue character, that's a guy in the comic.
Oh, really?
Yeah, and I feel like
that's awkward.
Yeah.
So he was doing the mommy thing with a dude?
No, that's not a thing in the comic at all. He's a sociopath in the comic. He's he's Gordon Gekko.
The mommy thing really threw me for
the mommy thing was crazy, but makes sense.
Dude, I understand. I
so
totally
good.
Understand. But seeing a grown man, I don't know. I don't judge.
Yeah.
I'm not judging. It was just, I didn't expect it. Didn't see it coming.
Yeah.
It came. Now I'm dealing with it. This is my life now.
We do have some people who are torn on Maeve in the comments. Sabian Robinson, OMG, Maeve was so guilty during the plane scene. It was so sad. Okay, here's where we're going to start moving into spoiler territory, you guys. So
spoiler and trigger, because God, that plane scene. No.
Whoa.
No.
So this is your warning. Get out of here if you don't want to see it.
Bye.
It's horrible that I'm doing finger guns to be like, trigger warning, bing, bing, bing.
Yeah, but that's what.
So there is a scene in The Boys where Homelander and Maeve go to stop a plane crash that's in international waters. So this is a great moment for them to kind of make their stake in joining the U.S. military, right?
Yeah, not only to just like rescue, obviously, a plane full of 123 people, but this was going to have to force the hand of everyone to say, yes, this is why we need the soups in the military. This is why we need to pass that bill. This is why Vought needs to get this bill that has already gone to the floor passed unanimously.
Yeah.
And that was their opportunity to do that.
Well, things go a little pear-shaped.
Sometimes when a man hates humanity very, very much, kids, he gets laser eyes.
Yeah. And he got a little too trigger happy with those laser eyes.
Carried away.
And taking that terrorist out in the cockpit, took out the cockpit.
To be real, could have punched the guy.
100%.
Could have really
100%
given him a swift kick to the nards.
He loves those laser eyes, though.
God,
he's so pro laser eye.
Laser eyes.
Homelander definitely masturbates to Cyclops.
Oh Oh,
you know,
100%.
he's just yanking
No,
it to
like,
that
literally,
visor wearing mofo.
And that's the thing. That's kind of like his like strangulation fetish of his own. Because you know some people like noose themselves and jerk off.
Yeah.
He tries
Erotic
to stare
asphyxiation.
into
Don't-
Cyclops' eye until you know, and that's what gets.
Can you see from your peripherals how upset Brett is right now?
Oh no! But now I can hear him. Oh no, Dad, was that too much? Dad, did I
was
go
that
too
graphic?
far? Dad, was that too far?
Dad, we love you.
Okay, it's not my fault that Hayden Christensen went from doing freaking the Attack of the Clones to doing Life as a House.
That's true.
Excuse me, not my
That
fault.
was a jump.
Nerd culture did this to me.
Yeah. Indeed.
Anyway.
Megan likes our comments.
Megan likes us. Megan still likes us.
I liked that scene though, in that they went through the physics of how lifting up a plane is not feasible for a superhero to stop something like
what
that.
am I gonna stand on air?
But it was so heartbreaking to watch Maeve try to go through so many different scenarios of how they could save them.
Beg him through everything.
Yeah.
And especially when she said, because this was the part that obviously got me and I'm sure got everyone, was when she goes, can't you just fly them down one by one? And he goes, what, am I going to do this 123 times? And the answer is yes. Yes, you are a superhero.
Kara Zor-El would have flown 172 times just to double check.
Just to triple check to
I'm
make
just
sure
saying.
all the emotional support animals were also off the plane.
Exactly.
You know? And that's the thing, and that's why it was so powerful when Starlight says to Maeve, the reason why you were a superhero was not because you broke every bone in your arm stopping that bus. It was because you went to every kid's physical therapy afterwards.
Oh, that was a beautiful moment.
And so the fact that Maeve is the person saying, well, you could fly down 123 times. And he goes, what am I going to do? That? Break a sweat? No. It's disgusting. It is the worst I've ever. I have goosebumps.
I know.
Look at how gross I'm getting. I'm like getting really upset. I'm so sorry.
So this is an upsetting moment for you. Was that a favorite moment of the series for you, or what was like the standout moment for you that you really loved?
I mean, I would say that it was just such a well done scene. I don't think that I can say favorite because I never want to see it again. It was so heart wrenching and it made me feel actual real person feelings and not just TV watching feelings. So that was just like it was great and it was wonderful. God, you gotta give me a second to think about that because I don't really know what my favorite
Mine was as a recovering Catholic schoolgirl.
Oh yeah.
Starlight standing up.
Oh yeah, that was great.
At that convention because that was a beautiful embodiment of what actual faith and support and things should be, and I really liked her doing that. It really registered with me. It was really, really nice because I went to Catholic college. I had a scholarship to a Catholic university, which makes no sense to anyone who meets me.
I went to a Baptist college, bro.
Yeah, it's true. In a dry county.
In a dry county.
It makes no sense.
Yeah,
we should not have gotten those scholarships, you guys.
How did we meet? How are we friends?
But, I think that was the thing that really stood out for me. And that's why Starlight was my favorite character, too. She's so great in this. In the comic, and here, so good. And it was so great to see Hope from Jessica Jones really own herself.
Amazing. She's also on Law & Order SVU one episode.
Oh, really?
2011, yeah.
Oh, my God. You're such, like, a weird, like... Rain Man of SVU.
I am the Rain Man of SVU.
Oh my God.
And it's weird and it's sad.
It blows my mind.
It's like it's Harry Potter and SVU. I can name you page numbers and episode titles, baby. What's up?
Dang. Well, since favorite moment is being a little tricky, everyone in the chat is talking about the
most brutal moments. So we were just notified that. So okay, let's do this. Let's read all the most brutal moments.
Oh. I'm pretty sure Nadia Silver really hit it on the head here when Deep was being gill raped.
Okay.
I texted Whitney when I saw that because I was a couple episodes ahead of you, and I messaged her because I was like, I'm about to Postmates myself 2 pints of ice cream. I can't. I gotta walk away from the show right now.
I picked up my dog and I went in the other room till it was over. I could not watch that. That was incredibly upsetting.
Yeah.
And okay, so Chris and I were talking about this in the car earlier about like why that scene was important for a lot of reasons, even though it was incredibly visceral and disturbing to watch. And I don't think that I needed to see that, to be honest with you. That's not something that I ever needed or wanted to see. But the reason why it was important for the story itself was a couple things, which is it was to absolutely showcase the fact that men are victims of sexual assault
100%.
very frequently, and that is a real thing. I also believe that in that same vein, I wanted to start by saying that because the follow-up to that is that I felt that they did a very good job of portraying that just because he did that to someone else does not mean that he deserved to have that done back to him.
Exactly.
And I feel like the show really was delicate about that and took that very seriously and made it into something that was actually a conversation.
Yeah.
And I really like the way that on a less serious note, but I guess it's all kind of serious, but on a slightly less serious note, I do love the way that they played with the idea of cancel culture.
Yes.
And how cancel culture really does suck in a lot of ways. And so instead of canceling the Deep, they had him go work at a water park in Oklahoma.
Oh, in Ohio.
No, it was Oklahoma.
I thought it was Ohio.
It was Sandusky, Oklahoma, I thought.
Oh.
Yeah. Sandusky, Oklahoma? Yeah, Oklahoma. Am I right?
I think it was also Ohio.
Was it Ohio? Maybe I'm wrong? Oh, because I thought he was from Idaho. I don't know. What's wrong with me? Am I wrong?
American geography.
Whatever. I'm sorry. Yeah. Somewhere in the Midwest. I'm so sorry if I'm like ruining your Oklahoman, Ohioan lives.
Whoa, Cameron Hayek. A gill for a gill makes the whole world raped or something.
Let's not. Yep, let's don't do that.
Man,
let's really
that
not
is the
do
weirdest
that.
interpretation of Fiddler on the Roof I've ever heard. But thank you.
You know what? Thank you. Yeah. So it was kind of one of those things where it was like, yes, men get raped. No, you should absolutely not get even in that situation. That is disgusting and horrible. And see, if you do make a very horrific and violent and criminal mistake like that in your life, I don't wish for you to die or
have terrible things happen to you.
Or rot in prison. I do wish for you to work at a water park in Ohio or Oklahoma. That is what I wish for you.
100%.
And
yeah.
So
I think that's fair.
I think that they did a really good job of like highlighting all of those things in a good way.
100%. King Foka. Oh yeah, Tech Night is definitely going to be in season. I'm really into this whole Tech Night thing. I have a video coming out this week where I talk about what to expect from season 2. Brad, do I get to talk about what to expect from season 2?
Yeah, give it a taste.
Great. Okay, cool.
Give it a taste.
All right, guys. So we already heard that Tech Night was mentioned in the show. So when they go to that support group, right? Yeah. We bring it up with that woman whose spine got like kind of obliterated by Tech Night. What's really, really interesting about Tech Night is Tech Knight's basically the Batman, Tony Stark of the universe in this third reiteration.
He's a weapons guy.
Yeah, he's got a suit. He cool. But
Adrian, thank you so much.
Thank you, Adrian.
Face was so good.
Yeah.
Indiana Jones face melting is something
100%.
I'm always a fan of.
Oh man, R.I.P. Elizabeth Shue.
R.I.P. Anyways, continue.
So what's really interesting about Tech Night though is Tech Night is really sexually deviant. And I know we've seen a lot of that on the show already. We haven't seen anything to the extent of like the comics where they do like Herogasm. That's the soup's orgy that they go to. You ever?
Translucent would just stand there naked in the bathroom for no gosh dang reason. He wasn't even jerking off. He was just there.
For a reason. It'd be for a reason. But Tech Night is so sexually deviant that Tech Night will have sex with women, men, animals, inanimate objects. Potentially, big spoiler, in the comics, Tech Night dies thinking he's screwing a comet because he also has a whole bunch of mental issues going on at that time where he's hallucinating things. The comic is bananas, y'all. It's so crazy. And I think
I'm not allowed to read it because I get too upset
you
about
get too
people
upset.
being mean
Yeah,
to each
we
other.
covered a lot of this in the other boys video about the different soups groups, but it's going to be really interesting to see him in the mix. We're also probably going to see more of Lamplighter.
Yeah.
Lamplighter is the hero that Starlight replaced, right?
Right.
But also, fun fact, you know how we kept talking about Mallory's grandkids getting killed?
He's the one.
Lamplighter.
That was him.
So we're going to have some of that. David Ungdepipe, sorry if I said your name wrong. You girls are hot today. Thanks, bud. Thanks for appreciating us for our looks and hopefully our brains.
Brains are cool too.
Meg McKeown, he literally wants to bone everything. Yes, indeed he does, Mags. Indeed he does.
What's about everything? Tech Night sounds like a monetization. Jesus, sorry. You could tell we were at sushi before this. By sushi, I mean there was
Sushi.
but in that I mean Sapporo. Anyways, monetization nightmare. Listen, Cameron, honestly, I'm also a monetization nightmare, bud. I'm not as bad as Tech Night in the sense that I don't have intercourse with objects. Really, anything that's that weird. I'm digging myself into a hole I can't get out of.
He thinks that we're being very insightful today, too. Thanks, Cameron. We appreciate that.
Insightful.
Let's keep our eyes on the boys. Thank you, producer
Let's keep
Brett.
our eyes on the
Thank you.
boys.
Queen Maeve is in the chat.
boys.
What's up, Queen Maeve?
What up, Queen
Brains
Maeve?
over bod. Rad.
Oh.
King Foca, I was surprised this season the dead soups didn't change into zombies like the comics. Well, it's some of them, isn't it? It's not all of them.
Also, that sounds
A lot of
hard.
them?
That sounds like it'd be really
Let me
hard.
know about that, because also I feel like, I think zombies are kind of getting slowly canceled out too. Walking Dead's been on the air for so long, you guys, and I think we're trying to move away from a lot of that. So I don't know if we're going to have any undead storytelling in the boys. We very potentially could, especially with all of the different things that come about with Compound V and all of that. But I don't know. I don't anticipate zombies in this show. Meh.
Seth Runyon, what did you think about using the baby as a laser gun? We are all for it. That's the only reason why we would ever have a baby in hand.
I tried to pitch an essay that my husband suggested called 101 Ways How to Use a Laser-Eyed Baby. And hopefully it'll be greenlit.
Maybe Brett. Brett kind of soft-noted.
Turn around, let me have this baby lasered eyepiece. Come on, let me do it, Brett. Turn around.
Brett told us before we started filming, he was like, ideally on this stream, I'm invisible. Nobody notices that I'm here. And we were like, but you're here. You're part of the stream. Too bad. Ha ha.
Do you think there was anything on the show that didn't work? You know, like how we don't follow Brett's notes? Is there anything that doesn't work?
I don't know. Wait, hang on. Things that... No, here's what I want to talk about instead of that, because I don't care.
Okay.
I want to talk about characters. Let's talk about how everybody looked. So we've got Bradley Cooper mixed with Will Arnett.
Yes.
Homelander.
Yeah.
What was yours?
I'm wondering if we dealt with, like, female sexuality in an okay way in the show, because I don't know, that was a weird thing for me in the show.
Female sexuality in the show?
Yeah, I don't know. That was like not like a interesting observation like Will Arnett hybrid baby, but like I feel like a lot of women were punished in the show for being like having sexual agency.
Yeah.
I don't know.
That was dumb.
Yeah.
Hey, Brad.
Yeah.
I have to pee.
You got like 10 minutes, homie.
I know, but I have to pee really bad.
Keep it inside.
Do you want to come sit in for me?
Keep
for
it
a
inside.
Second? Can you come talk to Chris about the boys?
Yeah.
Okay, I'll be right back, you guys. Can we just go over 10 minutes? Let's just go over 10 minutes. Sorry, I have to pee. I'll come back. I'm not going to leave forever.
Megan says, that is not the way, Brett. You are the Barry of Nerdwire, and you will be acknowledged. King Foca,
Hey,
can't wait
folks.
for Huey to be injected with Compound V, hopefully next season. King Foca, I do think that's a really potentially interesting thing. Compound V, as we learned this past season, is what creates soups. It also is what created those soups terrorists. That's going to be a fun thing. Welcome, Brett!
Hi, guys.
But yeah, Brett, what do you think we're going to have Huey get injected with Compound V?
Yes, I think it's
Yeah?
inevitable.
Really?
Yeah, one of the boys has to get injected.
Okay.
I think in the comics you said that Billy the Butcher injected him, right?
Yes.
So
And I don't
know
think
if-
that can happen. Oh, as I hit my mic, I don't think that
bec-
can happen.
It's different now because he's got this prejudice, right?
Yeah.
That might change based off of the ending
Uh-huh.
because his whole world was, which we should probably, once Whitney gets back, you guys should probably talk about like that ending. 'Cause,
Yeah.
like it changes everything for him.
It does.
But I do think one of the boys is going to get injected.
Mm-hmm.
Mother's Milk had powers in the comics, correct?
I don't.
He did.
He did?
Yeah.
Oh.
Hi everybody. I see my name.
There's a lot of
over
Brett
and over and
hype.
over.
Yay! Everyone liking Brett.
So
You're
I
getting
think
like Bill Nye the Science Guy chance
it
for your
might
name.
be Brett. It might be Mother's Milk who gets injected because he has powers in the comic.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Or it could be Huey. I think Huey is a lot cooler in the TV show than
Huey's much cooler in the TV show. He's
and
so much more likable.
I could totally see him injecting himself to save Starlight or just to like fucking, oh no, I'm it too. I did it too. No.
I don't think I've sworn.
No, you're doing good.
Guys.
The rules don't count with Whitney. She just- but
It's just, yeah.
yeah, she'll say it and then she'll be like, "Oh, did I just say it? Let me not say it again." We're live.
Cameron Hayek just tuned in. Whitney is looking really handsome.
Yeah.
Ooh, handsome
handsome
Brett. Oh my goodness.
But I could totally see Huey injecting himself to save Starlight, or even just the face off with Billy.
Yeah.
And like be like, "Dude, you dragged me into this. I did not want to be a part of all of this."
Yeah. Well, and with that whole, hey, A-Train's never going to stop chasing you.
yeah.
I mean, he could do it to even the playing field, or Starlight could give it to him.
Yeah, no, that's
You
true.
know?
Like, there's got to be a showdown with him and
Yeah.
A-Train, like one-on-one, without Starlight like standing in front of him, right?
Exactly.
So, and
Which, I mean, like, her fights are so cool, though.
she's my
God.
favorite character.
She's so
by far
freaking
and
cool.
away.
Oh my god.
I love
did
her
Brett
so
take off his
much.
glasses?
Yeah, Cameron called me
Yeah.
hot, so
Can we
I
just
got
get
hotter.
like a hot Brett appreciation? Can everybody hear me?
Probably.
Probably. Brett looks like the actor who plays Elliot on The Magician, Seth Runyon. I can kind of see that.
Brett looks like Chase Crawford. Ooh.
Oh.
I can get behind that. Yes.
I don't know. I
Not
don't
with the
see
hair,
that one.
obviously.
I don't see
but
that
the
one.
facial structure, I totally see.
Oh, King Foco, what did you guys think of Simon Pegg being Huey's dad, Easter?
Adam Driver's kind of true.
Adam
is
Driver,
the
yeah.
one. Adam Driver's definitely
King Foca,
nailing
I
it.
love that Simon Pegg was Huey's dad because, as some of you know, they modeled Huey physically after Simon Pegg. So it's really, really cool that Simon Pegg showed up. And his American dialect is so good.
Amazing. Oh my gosh.
I
it's
was mad
so
about
good.
it.
I was upset. Oh my gosh.
So
Because
talented.
you know that I've been studying British dialect since I was like 6 years
Yup.
old. And I've been practicing my whole life. And Simon Pegg was
Simon Pegg just nails it.
killed it. It's
Such
insane to
consummate
me.
professional.
I hate it.
Oh my
I love
goodness.
it and I hate it.
99 Goose.
Carl Urban at all?
We talked a little bit about Carl Urban as Billy Butcher, which is like,
Yes, Daddy. Yes, Daddy.
I'm upset by it. I should
It's
not be
upsetting.
attracted to Billy Butcher.
Oh no, not at all. Literally no one should.
Because in the comics, you're like, no.
Also, he's literally just okay. So this is Billy Butcher, right?
Uh-huh.
It's if you add a lot more anger
Mm-hmm.
and subtract all of the Robert Downey Jr. from Colin Farrell.
Oh.
So picture Colin Farrell with none of the Robert Downey Jr.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
And even more angry. Carl Urban.
Yeah, I
That's
see
that
that.
guy.
Someone described it to me as a very violent, non-seafaring Captain Jack Sparrow.
Yep.
I was like, oh,
That's also what
I
Brett
get that,
said.
yeah.
Brett said that too.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude.
like I can see that.
Okay, and now
Give the
that
man
we're
some
talking
rum.
about this, and of course it's getting close to the end of times,
Yeah.
we got to talk about the finale
Yes.
because I screamed at the TV. I cannot wait for season 2. I mean that. I might die.
I want it,
before
like, this
season
week.
2. I want it.
I needed it tomorrow, yeah.
I need it now.
Yeah.
So that season finale was
Huge.
Huge.
Huge. Because
That-
again, so different from the comics. Huge deviation from the comics. That baby burst out of her tummy. That whole birth scene that we saw when Elizabeth Shue was talking about it.
yeah, that was real in the comic.
That was real, like, ish. Like,
Yeah.
Billy just, like, turns over and a baby just aliened out of his wife's stomach and then was, like, trying to kill Billy. So we see that in the show, like an interpretation of that, right? And that's just a red herring because Becca's alive. What?
Okay, the only thing to me that was wrong about that scene was that if it was me and I was Becca and I walked out and my ex-husband is laying on the lawn with my baby daddy talking to my child.
My baby daddy rapist.
Exactly. I would not go. I would go, nope, and just 180 back into the house. And I would just hightail. I would slap on a pair of rollerblades. Get out.
You just Liz Lemon, shut it down.
I would just shut it down. Like, I would have left that situation. It was not okay.
Out of there.
How do you guys think Billy is going to get out of that situation? Because this was his whole life.
Exactly.
He spent the last 8 years, this was his purpose, this was his life. And it turns out that his wife lied to him.
With a little toe-headed baby.
A little blonde baby that ain't his.
With laser eyes. Again!
The laser eyes.
Shit. There, I finally did one, you guys. Now I'm cool.
Got him.
Did it. And 101, I thought that was a dream sequence. No, I feel like that very much happened.
Oh, no, that was not a dream sequence.
That 100% happened.
Oh, no, girl, you are, nope, girl.
Yeah.
Nope. Nope.
King Foka, damn, 8 years of searching for Beck, and she has a baby with the one person you hate the most. Right. Oh my gosh. And I know some of you in the comments too are asking whether or not you think Becca was raped or whether she had an affair with Homelander. I mean, we honestly don't know. But based on the comics, that was an attack. Based on Becca's face after that 3 hours in his office or wherever he took her to. I mean, I think that was an attack. Maybe we'll find something else because they are deviating from the comics.
And the only reason that I thought I questioned it, the only maybe that I had was that Becca didn't say anything at all. At all. And that's something that is completely up to the survivor to decide whether to disclose her attack or not. And that's not what I'm saying. But it seems the only thing that I think is a little bit hinky is that this whole thing was such a secret. And that's how you would treat a crime.
Exactly.
To me, that's how you treat a crime. That's not how you treat 100%. An office affair that happens.
Well, and Vada's dealing with so much shady stuff to begin with.
Yes.
And they are the kings and queens of cover-ups.
Yes.
I mean, all those people on the 82nd floor who we keep getting alluded to and we don't know anything about.
Except Gus Fring.
Yeah, we're
Gus
getting
Fring?
more Mr. Edgar this season because Stillwell obviously has been eliminated. What a death.
What a death.
Whew. Also, murdered her baby.
Murdered her baby for sure.
Just that baby
Teddy
dead.
Upstairs. It doesn't matter if Teddy's upstairs, downstairs. He's with Jesus now.
Because Homelander did not save that baby.
He is with Jesus now.
Yeah. But I'm excited to see more of him in there. I'm excited to see where Billy goes from here, if it's going to change his perspective, his mission, or if he's going to be so single-mindedly focused. I mean, Seth Runyon, let's see here. So did Billy just kill the other baby? Yeah, that's what we're saying. Yeah,
no, that's 100% what happened.
I'm pretty sure
that's what we just killed
that baby.
She was like, take Teddy upstairs, and it's like, doesn't matter if Teddy's upstairs or downstairs. Homelander just let that baby die. 100%.
So what we want to do for like the last part of this, guys, is just any of the questions you have about the boys.
Yeah,
hit us up with it.
Hit us.
And also, what else do you want to have us talk about on these streams? Let's figure out some stuff we can talk about in the future, or whatever you want to talk about in movie, TV, pop culture news right now, or like even cool, not creepy personal questions.
Yeah, no, not creepy personal questions is great. So yeah, let's do that. Let's talk about the boys, future projects, and non-creepy personal questions.
Yeah,
those are the 3 things that we're talking about now.
That'd be fun.
Yep. Okay.
Metro Man, Pikachu staring into my soul.
That's
Can we just do like a tight push in right here?
Yeah, just like a tight. Where's his Halpert?
Your camera, Chris?
Yes. Now it just looks like he has your hair, Chris. It just looks like what if your face was a Pikachu, but with your haircut.
What a horrible, horrible view.
Horrible day.
There we go. Pikachu butt clip. All right. I'm gonna keep asking if Starlight is present.
Is
Pregnant. Sabi and Robinson. No.
No.
They had sex once.
And I'm sure that they use protection.
She's
He got
not-
her a hotel. If you get a girl a hotel, you're probably also smart.
You also
enough to
probably
pick up a
bought
pack of condoms
you bought a condom for 25
for
cents.
25 cents and also a hotel room for $380.
Yeah,
So you're
that was a nice hotel.
Oh, yeah, it was.
And Huey's unemployed.
And he was unemployed. Hey Logan, step up.
Take me to some nice hotels.
Take her to a nice hotel. What's wrong with you? Just kidding.
Lauren Linton, I'm just excited for She-Ra next week. I'll comment more, I promise. We're excited about
Cool.
She-Ra too.
Hell
Thank you so much for
yeah.
that. Love that.
How long have you two been friends? We already answered that, but the short answer is 2 years.
Yeah. Meg McCune, the slow upswing in the quality of video game adaptations in TV. Ooh. Okay, I think I kind of know like a little insight to Meg's question here because she loves Halo. And we're getting a Halo show
Oh, right,
with Pablo Schreiber
Okay.
playing Master Chief. Video games should be being made into shows because everything now is so cinematic and wonderful. I mean, I stand by the PlayStation Spider-Man is the best, one of the best Spider-Man movies. Right after Spider-Verse.
Yeah.
I think that's the greatest Spider-Man movie. So yeah, of course we should be seeing it in TV. I'm so excited about it. And people are taking video games seriously, which is dope.
Okay, so Sabian Robinson is saying, why did she throw up? Why did Starlight throw up? She was drunk,
She's drunk.
girl.
She's
drank.
so drunk.
Dude, she can't hang with us.
No.
She can't keep up with our whiskey and
She's a puke and rally girl, and we don't do that.
We don't do that, but we respect that.
Yeah.
When you better than just a puke and puke girl. Those ones are bad. We
Exactly.
don't hang with girls like that.
Yeah.
You puke, you go home, you go to bed, and that's sweet.
Yes.
We'll make sure you get home okay. We will pay for your lift. We will tuck you in, but that's it.
Cameron Hank and Megan Kuhn, Witcher and Castlevania as well for shows. Oh my God. Well, y'all, if you watch the channel, you know I have such a lady boner for Castlevania. I love that show so much. It's so good. And I'm excited about The Witcher. But can I tell you, Whitney?
What? What's up?
Henry Cavill. He too pretty.
Too pretty.
He too clean. Hashtag not my Witcher.
What about with his dirty CGI mustache?
Ugh, that one was horrible. Can he just grow some stubble or something that just put dirt on his face? I don't know. I'm not great I don't like it.
Will you guys do Nerdwire gaming? Dude, just to be honest with you, listen, Chris and I are into a lot of nerdy stuff. We are into an exorbitant amount of nerdy stuff.
Yeah.
We're not gamers.
Yeah.
It's not who we are. We like video games. Like, obviously, give us a Mario Kart, we are there.
This is
Any
very
old
true.
school games. Fester's Quest was my jam back in the day.
Yeah.
I have an NES, like, play those games all the time. Brett has a couple of Switch games that we've played that have been really fun.
Yeah.
ARMS was fun with the punching.
Yeah. I really like Aladdin for SNES.
Yes,
That's a fun
Aladdin
one.
is so good for SNES.
Oh my gosh, I made you play Drunk Jeopardy with me?
No, but let's talk about our true favorite video game, Chris, that we both love and is near and dear to our hearts.
iCarly?
iCarly.
Obviously.
iCarly obviously is the best game
Yeah.
ever made.
Yeah. You
So-
know, when a bunch of adults are telling you, a child, to do things like buy them real estate,
And I
fix
don't know,
their problems at home.
find their brother who's
Yep.
just what? Like
You
this
know.
is a child. So yeah, we're not really gamers, but yeah, we like to play video games, but
Yeah.
we're not gamers, and we don't have the kind of knowledge that would be able to bring you guys a really good gaming channel.
Exactly.
You guys deserve to see the best, and you can totally get that
Honestly,
from someone else.
shout out if you are a gamer. I would love for you guys to go follow, remember Editor Scott?
Yep, Editor Scott.
Editor Scott, who is like living his best life, go follow him on Twitch, Nook and Cranny Gaming.
Yeah,
Really, really good
follow
stuff.
him. He's awesome for
He's
gaming.
so smart about gaming, and he
That's
does a
not
great
us, but
job.
Scott is great.
Yeah, Scott's
And
incredible
he's
at
really
all that.
entertaining, and he's a voice actor as well. And you
He's
guys
a
will
really
like,
charismatic
you'll
host.
really, really like what he does.
Oh man, he's been playing Phoenix Wright, and it's so funny. It's so good. David Ungdepai, I'm so sorry I keep messing up your name. I know I am. What is the worst movie you guys have ever watched?
Ooh.
Ty, because one I walked out of.
Uh-huh.
I walked out of the live action Avatar. I still don't know how that played out. I was so mad. The one I stayed
Hold
for.
on. Do you know what you're watching this week?
I know I'm watching the live action Avatar this week.
Really?
Brett hates me. Fred hates me so much, you guys. He doesn't. He loves me, but he gives me assignments that are going to make me sad. So get ready for me to be real salty in a video. But that's probably one of the worst things I've seen. But to give like I saw the whole movie, I'm going to give it its due. The Spirit. The Spirit was one of the most horrible films I've ever seen in my life. I hated it. And I love that comic. How dare you? Ugh.
Mine is Little Black Book, starring Brittany Murphy and Ron Livingston from Office Space.
What?
And I watched that movie at a sleepover that I had at my house when I was like 11 years old. And that was the moment that I started hating movies where the characters are just straight up mean to each other and nobody's ever nice. Oh, Holly Hunter's also in it, obviously.
Oh, okay.
You love Holly Hunter. And
I do love Holly Hunter. That's what people tell me I sound like when I'm drunk.
I know, it's true.
Yeah.
That's why I brought it up. Holly Hunter's great in it. All the actors are great in it, but it is just every single character is so irredeemable, and it's supposed to be a chick flick, and none of it's okay, and it ends horribly in a gigantic dumpster fire, and nothing good happens. And so Little Black Book has been my least favorite movie since I was 11 years old, and it still is.
I've got a lot of talk about how you can be pregnant in here.
Yeah.
Right.
We all know that you can be pregnant and not know it, and that you can throw up and stuff.
Yeah.
But that whole scene, the whole purpose of that scene was that she was getting revenge drunk because Huey and her broke up.
And flirting so well.
Flirting so well. Oh my God, yeah. Chris and I talked about this where we were like, dude, when we're that wasted, we could not flirt like that. We would both be like, so anyways, what kind of mustard do you like in your coffee?
I've walked up to Logan and just you know what? You are nice, and you are a tall glass of Pepto.
Whitney, be careful of your mic.
Oh no, I got lipstick on me too.
Oh.
I got little kissies on me.
Well, I'm sorry that I was too in character.
That's okay.
Whatever.
Metro Man, which reincarnation of Power Rangers do you guys like? I'm an OG Power Rangers.
Yeah, same.
I have on DVD the movie with Ivan Ooze.
Yeah.
And I bought that like recently. Yeah, guys, no one in chat is attacking anyone, and if we have any like problems or bullying, obviously we would handle that on our end. So let's all just make sure we take a deep breath and everything's cool.
Also, yeah, like, dude, this is an argument about whether someone's pregnant or drunk. I'm gonna settle it right now. She was drunk.
Yeah.
So the end. No more conversation.
It's
Let's not
okay.
argue. It's cool.
It's okay, guys.
It's all good. Zombieland is a horror movie. It stars my boyfriend, Jesse Eisenberg.
It sure does,
and I'm
bud.
so excited for Zombieland 2. Just because I love Jesse Eisenberg for no other reason.
Exactly. Ooh, Seth Rogen. I like how they made Starlight's mom so fame hungry. Ooh. Yeah, that is a great point.
She's every dance mom that you hate.
Oh my gosh, she's
every,
so
she's
TLC.
Every Toddlers in Tears mom that you hate.
Oh.
It's amazing. It's so good.
Man, perfect. Doodles Drawing. Hi, I just joined. You're here at the tail end, but make sure next week you check us out 3 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. We're going to be back here live then. We're doing a new time, and we'll be talking about She-Ra next week. And anything else you guys want to talk about. So make sure you're letting us know in those comments.
Yeah, dude, let us know. Ask us questions. Chris is great on Campia. Hell yeah, she is.
Aw, thank you.
Hell yeah.
That's really cool. Thank you, Relevant Existential. Good name, too. I like that.
That is good.
99 Goosebumps. Eisenberg versus Sarah.
Eisenberg, duh, no contest. Michael, Sarah, like... they're both, no, what am I saying? They're both the same person, essentially, but I just like Jesse Eisenberg more. Jesse Eisenberg, like, comes across as more ethnically Jewish, and I'm into that.
Yeah.
So,
I mean...
Everyone's got a type.
Listen, guys. Every actor you like is just Jeff Bridges. Jeff Bridges is everyone. So, I mean, at the end of the day, there's one actor. There's one actor.
Fine. Yeah, it's fine.
Yeah. So, we're going to wrap things up, y'all.
Yeah. Ask this question or die.
Yeah.
Figure it out.
Zombieland 2 will be awesome. It sure will, Jacob Black.
It really will. I'm so excited.
Did you like that trailer?
Yeah, I did. I'm into it.
I'm really into it. What do you think of the doppelgangers?
All I think about always is that Emma Stone's eyes are probably the same size as ours, and so it would be easy to lure Jesse Eisenberg into a staring contest, and then we could just swap out, and then that's how I date him.
Oh.
That's
It's
really
a
all I care
foolproof
about.
plan.
It's totally foolproof.
Nothing could go wrong. Nothing could go wrong.
What's going on?
Meg McKeon, Rosario Dawson, y'all. Yes, Rosario Dawson's gonna be in it. It's gonna be really, really good. Just Tavares. I'm so sorry, guys. She-Ra. I think they should make a live-action movie. Let me know who you think should be in that live-action movie. Then I'd really like to know that.
What element would you bend? Fire.
I feel like I'd be a waterbender, but I want to be an earthbender.
That's the struggle, isn't it?
I love how just swept entirely across your face was like, Chris, you're so effing dumb. You friggin' nerd.
At least you remembered to say words other than the fuck word.
Yeah. Oh, man.
I'm fine. It's at the end
I've
of the
been writing
stream.
about Avatar for 40 years.
Wow!
I've been doing it for so long. But thank you, Jose Santiago, for that great question. Let us know what elements you would bend. Also, what other Avatar videos do you want? Because I'm going to write them for the rest of my life.
Until she's dead, y'all.
It's pretty great, honestly.
That's like one of those things.
It's pretty choice.
So just let her know what you want, and we'll figure it out.
Meg said I'd be an airbender or waterbender.
As long as the water isn't hot, Megan, she's not allowed to bend that hot water anymore.
Whoa!
Without
Oh my God.
oven mitts covering her entire body.
Attacked? Personally attacked on air? This monster?
Hello, police. I'd like to report a
Murder. She claims to love me.
I do.
Tremaine Thomas, I think this is probably a good question to end on. What superpower would you want, Whit?
Oh man, there's so many.
Yeah.
Pugs.
Pugs would be your superpower? Like controlling pugs or being a pug?
I want them to let them be themselves forever. They can be themselves. I don't need to control them. They just gotta be snorty and sweet. That's all they want to do.
I want plant control powers.
You want to control plants?
Yeah.
Ooh, you could give me so much weed.
Exactly.
Free weed for me.
I could make my own food. I could help with starvation.
That sounds cool too, but you could get me high.
Yeah, I could get you high, or I could help the starving people of the world.
Okay, but what sounds more rad?
Probably the starving people.
When you're right, you're right. Oh shoot! Did we tell you about the patches?
We didn't talk about patches. That's what we should end on.
This is what we need to really end on. So again, Lauren, we have your last name for this, but we are going to be sending out patches to our Patreon tier. What tier is it again? I'm bad at this. It's the Tyrion Lannister, correct? It's a $10 tier. So if you donate $10 a month to Nerdwire, you get one of these bad boys. They're really cool. I have a passion for patch jackets. You can say that I have a passion. Anyways, and if you give us $10, we'll give you one of these sweet little guys.
Yeah, and all three of us have them.
We have them all on our
So
jackets.
you can join our gang.
Join our gang. It'll be so fun. It's patch in, patch out.
Exactly.
So, like, if you really hate us one day, I guess you can tear it off and stomp it.
Oh, man.
But don't do that, because you
Please
love
don't
us
do
and
that.
you would have paid 10 hard-earned dollars for it.
Cameron Hayek, it's the Tears for Fears.
Yes.
Remind people to send us their mailing addresses for it.
And when you do that, send us
dude.
your mailing address.
Send us your mailing address. We're not going to, like, stalk you or be weird. We don't
I'm going
want
to send you a patch.
Yeah, we're just going to send you
all.
stuff, and we're not going to come over because Chris and I already have so much time that we need to spend at the bar that we can't spend stalking you. So don't worry. We're not going to come after you. We just want to send you cool stuff.
Yeah, that's all. That's all I want to do is give you
all we
sweet
want.
little swag for supporting us.
So definitely send us your addresses, your names, your money, most importantly.
Your
if
blood
you want one of
type.
these, your blood type, your social security
Yeah.
number, your mother's maiden name,
The street you grew up on.
the name of your first grade teacher.
Yes.
All
First
those
pet.
things. First pet.
Yeah.
All those
Just,
things.
you know.
Casual things.
Basic stuff.
Casual, basic
Don't worry
stuff.
about it.
Yeah.
And we'll see you guys next time. Thank you again to everyone who did our super chat sponsoring. Thank you so much for your donations. Thanks to everyone on Patreon. And thank you all for being here. I'm Chris Carr.
I'm Renee Van Lanningham. Thank you so much.
We'll catch you next time. Thanks for Nerdflix and chilling with us, you guys. Bye.